Hello everybody, we are back, the Hurricane HQ, for our official 10:30 a.m. tropical update for September 6th, 2020. And to the left you can see our 10 a.m. As of 10 a.m. our, sorry about this, our current Atlantic storms. And as you can see, all over here we have two areas which have a very high chance. This one actually being a 90% chance in the next 2 days and 5 days. These ones both lower chances, but still possible impacts. And today's comment of the day for September 6th is from Lucas Arm. They said that you should go to a website called Track the Tropics. I think it's trackthetropics.com, and it is a lot better than what I used to use. I'll show this a little bit later, but it's a lot better than spaghettymodels.com, and I thank you for mentioning that. And here's our current infrared image. This is the last 12 hours, and I'm sorry about this little distortion over here, but you have our tropical waves over here, and some of them are looking quite organized. At least towards the end, especially this one. You can actually see a build of an eye. So definitely something to watch, and possibly major impacts along the East Coast. Here's our current Doppler radar, and everybody, please comment below if you like Doppler radar. I can continue doing things like this, but as you can see here, this is our current Doppler radar, and you can see this is as of 10:30 a.m. is a loop, and looks like we have some severe thunderstorms coming in through over here. We can also look at that a little bit later into the video, but it looks like some thunderstorms coming in. It's a few severe. It's definitely heavy rain in this area. Also down here, South Texas, parts of Mexico, possibly some thunderstorms, so another thing to watch there. And here's our average forecast tracks for September, and really anywhere in these colors is quite likely for it to head. The orange is more likely or most likely, but I think anywhere along the East Coast or anything like that is definitely possible. Even the Gulf is very possible. Definitely have to watch that. And if we head over to the National Hurricane Center, we have our 4 areas to watch, and we're most likely going to get the 11 a.m. advisory in towards the end of this video, so we will be covering that too. And as you can see here, it has a 90% chance of formation in both the next 2 days and 5 days. And basically what it's saying is that it remains disorganized, but gradual development is definitely expected and likely to form in the next day or two while it moves westward across the central Atlantic. Over here, a little bit lower, 80%, but 50% now, but definitely something to watch. Gradual development is definitely expected, and we have to watch both areas, including these ones, although I'm less concerned about these two. Possibly a second hit in Central America, and this one possibly East Coast impacts over here. So definitely something to watch. If we go into the 5-day, you can see. And we also have a system in the Eastern Pacific, Tropical Storm Julio, and right now it's at maximum sustained winds of 40 knots or 45 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure, 1,003 millibars. It's currently located at 19.2 N, 108.8 W. And movement is west-northwest at 20 knots or 23 miles per hour. It's a decent tropical storm, 45 miles per hour. It's definitely getting there in strength, and most likely to continue strengthening a little bit, but impacts is less likely. And it doesn't look like we have anything to watch in the Central Pacific right now. Mostly the Atlantic and the Eastern Pacific is what we have to watch. The Atlantic's very busy right now. And yeah, that's basically everything we have to watch according to National Hurricane Center. Now if we jump right over to tropical tidbits, we could see Invest 92L. This one is our area to watch, really. If you look here, it's in a similar area. It's right here. Disturbance 1 is Invest 92L. And this chances of becoming a tropical storm are getting really high. I would say almost 85% of them go into tropical storm, and I can't even roll out Category 1 yet. If we go over to our global hurricane models, then it does look like a lot of these do take it this way, which possibly could lead to East Coast impacts. If it did make this northern turn, probably be a fish storm or something like that with no impacts. According to the GFS, it shows it will make that northerly turn quite early and strengthen all the way up till here, where it'll reach 999 millibars here, and then it will begin to weaken and possibly re-strengthen up here. Definitely something to watch, although no impacts are possible yet. It's really not foreseeable right now, and these models are showing it a little bit weak, a little stronger, possibly, as it heads up here. This Canadian model, so definitely possible. And when we look at the infrared image, this doesn't take forever to load, but you could see an eye here start to build up. Looks like around here would be the eye, or it's kind of hard to find the eye. Sometimes it's like, it looks like the center of circulation would be around here. But it does look like it's starting to get slightly more organized over the last few hours, I would say. But definitely something to watch very carefully for developments. And they all start out with very low chances of it becoming anything, and that's kind of how they strike. So hopefully we don't have another major hurricane like Laura. We have also Invest 93L. This one, it doesn't look like there's many models, and this one doesn't look like there's many models actually here, but one of them takes it to Cat 1, and there's basically a 1 in 3 chance of it hitting Category 1 status for now. According to the GFS, looks like most of these is just going to take it right up, so it might not have any impact, possibly European impact, though. This one's saying possibly getting a little bit stronger. 998 millibars around here. Slightly stronger than the other one. Definitely possible. And then if we head over to trackingthetropics.com, we can see here's actually our Atlantic satellite image from, looks like the Weather Channel. But you can see the tropical waves are definitely starting to come in. This one looking decently organized. And there's another tropical wave right here. Their National Hurricane Center is not giving it chances yet, but it's definitely an area to watch because it is indeed a tropical wave, and this isn't their other Invest 92L. This would be Invest 93L if it did get a little bit stronger, and this is another area to watch along with this one. So we have a lot of areas to watch in the Atlantic Ocean right now. And if you take a look at the experimental genesis probabilities, actually, Lucas Arm actually also suggested this. These are actually really good, but you can see these have high chances of developing. I'm not sure why there's 2 here, but it looks like our area right here has like nearly 100% chance, which is most likely what's going to happen. It's most likely going to develop, and if we scroll down a little bit more, here looks like our probable tracks for now. This one, they all look like it's going to tilt upward more. Possibly this other tropical wave, I don't know. A lot of them are tilting up, so possibly not anything too bad coming, but definitely still something to watch because the possibility of it coming up the East Coast or entering the Gulf is definitely high. Here's our raw tracks, and some of them do take it, it depends, but a lot of them do take it up, and I don't think we should be as concerned, but we definitely should be on guard, everybody. And here looks like the formation probability, and it's a lot higher over here. So this one's definitely has those high chances of it developing in that area. And over here, we also have a decent chance. So definitely a high chance. Here's our tropical intensity index, and this is actually the first time it worked. It's only just the north part, but you can see it looks like this entire area is kind of unfavorable once it gets past here. This system most likely going to hit around here, though. So it has potential to become tropical storm, possibly a Cat 1 hurricane as it makes landfall, similar to the last one, I believe was Nana. And that did do some damage. I had a few viewers actually from the area that got hit, and I hope everyone there is actually safe if you're watching this. And that's basically everything on this map. Another area over here definitely has possibility, but once it enters this green area, very low chance of it developing. And actually, here's our little windy window here. I didn't notice this. But you don't see, it doesn't look too windy in these areas, but definitely, you could definitely see some of that circulation. So the possibility is there for development. And if anyone has any questions, you can leave it in the comments section. Should probably check that now. Oh, hey, Lucas Arm. Yeah, what is this on? Is this, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Alright, yeah, I can look at that. Forecast models. Okay. Interesting. It doesn't actually show Invest 92L on here. Let's try this one. Weird. It actually doesn't show any of these, actually. Only the GFS shows it. The HWRF model doesn't show Invest 92L. Usually it does show the Invest, though. Yeah, I'm not sure where Invest 92L is. I'm looking now. It doesn't. I guess it's just not available or something. Usually it's available. It only shows like the major systems. Invest 90E. Is that Eastern Pacific? Yeah, that's Eastern Pacific. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess it's just not available or something. I could look at the GFS. GFS is available for now. So here's Invest 92L's GFS model. And you can see the pressure in millibars. It looks like it's decreasing. So it does look like it is gaining strength. And it does enter the 999 millibar range, kind of like the GFS model was showing on spaghetti models. And is this wind speeds in kilometers? So it looks like 40. Alright, so it looks like up to 64 mile per hour. Oh, whoops. It's 40 km. 2 miles per hour. So it looks like, yeah, it doesn't look like the system's getting that strong. 24 miles per hour? Actually kind of low. IR4 satellite. Yeah, I'll just take a look at this. I'll just finish this one first. Okay, yeah, we do see yellow right here. Looks like it's like the strongest point. Looks like it's a little like 50. Let's just try 50. Interesting. I don't know. 60 looks like it would be. I don't know. I know 70 would have to be in tropical storm. I guess I don't know. I guess this model is not even showing it develop. Oh, it's not. Oh, thanks for saying that. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Thanks for telling me. Knots. That's why nothing made sense. So 50 knots. Okay, so it's saying it's probably going to get up to around 60 miles per hour at its max. That makes more sense. So it's saying 57 miles per hour. 57.5 is probably what it's going to get to, according to GFS. Definitely not. Thank you for pointing that out. So it looks like a decently strong category tropical storm is possible. If you zoom in here. So I guess it is possible. We could try the hurricane models again, GFS. I don't see what you were saying with the potential IR-4 satellite. Is that on the GFS? Is that on Tribal Tidbits? I gotta try different. Well, thanks for pointing that out. Thanks. Alright, so back to the video. How long have we got? 18 minutes. Alright, so we'll just head back. I guess no idea what happened. I'm sorry about that. But I guess that model is not available for this system. We can take a look at Julio now, or 15E. Here's actually the official forecast cone from the NHC. I actually like this one better than the Typhoon, but this one, it's... Alright, so actually we're about to get that 11 a.m. advisory, so I'll just stick with this one for now, but it's mostly showing it stays a tropical storm, post-tropical cyclone towards the end, so it's most likely not going to affect any lands, most likely. Models are not showing it get too strong. I say at max a Cat 1 is possible. Because a few models do bring it very close to Cat 1 in Cat 1. I don't know why this happens. There's always a model that puts it right in the middle. It's like even when you zoom in, you can't see. Is it Category 1 or is it Tropical Storm? So, I used to just ask people what you think, but I'll just consider it Category 1. Well, I think we should be getting that 11 a.m. advisory in just like a seconds now. Still waiting on that advisory from the NHC right now. Possibly, it doesn't look like it would develop though. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's developing right now, but possibly. Refresh again. I'm still waiting on the 11 a.m. I guess we could check back in like a minute, but the 11 a.m. should be in just a minute. Although anyway, we could actually head to windy right now, and we could take a look at, let's just go wind gusts. Gusts, it should be a little bit easier to see. So here's our system now, and it it's looking decently organized when you look at the wind stream. It's like tropical storm force gusts. So it looks like a slow mover. It's really not moving fast. Alright, it is to speed up. And it looks like it will become a tropical storm according to the ECMWF by Wednesday, because it remains mostly weak until then. Tropical depression by Wednesday 1 p.m. and tropical storm by Thursday, I would say, is definitely possible. It looks like it does gain a bit more strength. I think a decent tropical storm is 100% possible. It looks like the max is more like 50 miles per hour. Like, this is actually looking decently organized. Gusts are quite powerful right now. Looks like up to 80 mile per hour gusts are possible, which is good for this kind of system. And wow, it actually does show these eyes getting well defined. It's really well defined. And it looks like we have another area investigation over here too. Continue. It doesn't really show getting that strong though. Actually, it does. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna make that turn though. Although one area, this ECMWF model is showing oh gosh. So the ECMWF model is showing get a lot stronger. This one shows it being a very slow mover. But it does it does weaken a bit and then continue to strengthen. Wow, I missed this. Looks like it's going to continue to strengthen all the way up near 65 mile per hour. Alright, yeah, this guarantee had hurricane force gusts. Gusts show hurricane force up to 112 miles per hour. I say the max is 150. So it does look like these systems will be relatively strong. Where will they head? I'm not sure. Because this one possibly East Coast impacts, like it's not too far. If we head back to our National Hurricane Center, will we get that update in? It sometimes is delayed. But we should be getting it any minute now. Oh, never mind. That's the 2 o'clock advisory. I'm sorry. I forgot this one was the intermediate advisory. But whoops. Let's get rid of this. If we head back to Tropical Tidbits one more time, we could take a look at the GFS model. Okay, yeah. I forgot that, yeah. I realized that, thank you. I was thinking of when there's hurricanes, these updates are at 11 during the systems. So I kind of messed up on that. Thanks for pointing that out. So if we go to, since the windy.com forecast isn't really complete, I just want to see where the system goes. According to ECMWF, hurricane ECM. Interesting, it doesn't show the ECMWF model for hurricane. Oh, wow. This thing should getting to 966 millibars. That's actually really low. And of course, it doesn't exactly show it how far it goes, though. But it looks like it starts at 88 and then weakens over to 68 and then down to 66 by the time it hits here. And it looks like these outer bands get like 1004, 1012, 1008. That's actually kind of good pressure. That's actually kind of low. Well, I guess since there's no update, I guess I could mostly end this video here. But I think the entire East Coast should be on high alert, according to ECMWF and GFS, because the ECMWF does show it hitting, the east or near the East Coast, and GFS not. But I think the ECMWF does show it approaching the U.S. and it does get quite close, so possibly some impacts, southeast, northeast, mid-Atlantic. Anything's possible on the eastern seaboard, but I just think these areas should be like on high alert for the system. It is going to be slow moving, so even if it did have impacts, we'd have time to prepare at the East Coast, but I think people should not be surprised if indeed there is a system approaching. But I guess I'll end this video here. And thank you again for reminding me about these things. So I guess I'll just end this video here. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next update. And I'm probably going to have the next update probably by later today. I'm going to try out some kind of new thumbnails that I've been designing, but I have tried that before. It didn't work, but I'll try it again this time, and hopefully you guys like that. And I will see everybody later today in the next update. Live long and prosper.